blame, you net it.
I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some Eshare, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some Eshare, stick it in the ballroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Sticking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, got the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a metal piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some Eshare, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a metal piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some Eshare, stick it in the ballroom.
Someone said yes, but I don't hear you on my end. But it could be.
I don't hear you.
Someone said
Oh,
yes.
I hear Joe, but not you.
Testing. All right, I think we're back. Can you guys hear me now?
You're good.
All right, thanks, Joe. Thanks, LA. All right, let's try that again. Apologies, everybody. Oh, never a dull moment around here. I've been doing a stream for a year, and now one time the don't change the settings and the microphone doesn't work. Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome to EMP.Money. This is our live AMA. We are now doing twice a week AMAs, Mondays and Thursdays. We're happy to be here. We have another jam-packed schedule today with a very special guest. Some of you may recognize him. I'm going to introduce him in about 1 minute here, but we do have a lot to go over. So again, it's going to be a long one. We have to talk about Eshare emissions. We'll talk about the success of Level X, some other updates in terms of our farms, and the Layer 1X. Again, a similar name, but not to be confused with Level X. We have updates on that as well. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start with Speakeasy. But before I do, LA, any welcoming words? Or I know Bull has been really having some issues with some internet, and he's been in and out. But hopefully he may be here. I know Joe's here. But yeah, we've had a jam-packed day already. I was in another AMA with our paid group with Joe and Bull earlier. So shout out to all of you that attended that. But go ahead, LA. Any welcoming words?
Hey everyone, I'm excited that we're all together. I've actually been missing the daily AMAs, but we've been getting lots of them this week with all of the Level X ones. So it's good to be home, I guess you could say.
Totally. Yeah, no doubt. This is our it does. It feels very comfortable here. Even though we've been doing about 12 AMAs, so many AMAs that yesterday I actually lost my voice. So my voice may go in and out today. So if it does, just bear with me. We'll have LA fill in. But anyway, without further ado, please welcome one of our very special guests, all here for his new project, Speakeasy. So Kirk, let me get you your hand raised. All right, there you go, Kirk. Are you there, brother? Oh, we can't hear you. You may have to hit mute or unmute.
There we go.
There he is.
Been a
All right. Yeah, no worries,
while.
brother. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm really
Amazing.
good. I'm excited to you guys. LA was just talking about being back on the AMA. It feels nice to just be right back here on the
Yeah,
AMA, but with a
totally.
whole different thing to do today.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, and again, I'll give you a little intro and then I'm going to let you run with it. We have some amazing slides. You put together a full presentation, as you usually do. Again, I wouldn't expect anything less from Kirk. But yeah, some of you may recognize the voice, but Kirk is a long-time a community member, Army member, and almost extension of the team in building our online academy. So Kirk built our EMP Academy from the ground up about what 9 months ago, right, Kirk? I don't know when did we
That sounds
relaunch?
about
Yeah.
that sounds
Yeah,
about right.
yeah, it was about a few months in. I know one of our original team members, Crypto Mike, did the original academy, and now we transitioned with Kirk doing that. And he's been really involved in the background, so involved that he actually was inspired to create his own project that will be supporting EMP, which again, that just it gives me all the feels, Kirk, because that was one of the reasons that we started EMP, man. I wanted to empower others to really, make crypto a career. And you've taken that to heart, brother. And you not only have been extremely supportive in EMP, and again, doing your part over, above, and beyond, but now the fact that you're able to learn and undertake a project of your own is amazing because you've only been in crypto for about a year, right? Or I mean, what made you decide to take the plunge before you get started? Maybe we can start
Yeah.
with that. So yeah.
Well, I've been in crypto for almost 5 years, but only DeFi for a year.
Okay, my bad. Yes.
I was just buying tokens and stuff before that. And actually, as I've said, been here many times before, EMP was the first DeFi project I found, and so I was very fortunate with that. Of course, I tried some others when I was learning, and I don't have any of that money anymore. But
For sure.
I've been in here,
Yeah.
but I've been in here since almost day one, about a month in. I started the day before Detonator went live, and so I've been in here ever since then.
Amazing. Well, yeah, brother. Again, I'm happy to have you, and I'm even more excited to talk about this new project. So we've teased it a little bit, but today will be a full-blown deep dive, as well as a special offer. Again, I won't steal your thunder with some alpha, but stay tuned for till the end so that you know about the special offer coming as well. So, all right, I'm gonna let you just go to town, Kirk, and tell me when to switch the slides. I'll pull the first one up right now. So I guess, what is your new project, Kirk?
Okay, great. I really, really appreciate the opportunity, AJ, obviously, to come back and to do this. I had AJ over on our side of the street to do an AMA, and he was gracious enough to do that. And so I really, really appreciated that. So thanks
Absolutely,
to
brother.
AJ for
Yep.
doing that,
Happy
man.
to be here, man. Yeah,
It
absolutely.
went really well.
It did. Yeah. So I did a. I know. Again, I get the inside scoop, but yeah, Kirk filled me in on all this, so I can officially say that we will be endorsing it, and we really like what Kirk has put together. So yeah, absolutely, Kirk.
Cool. So I wanted to, it was really important to me in putting this project together. It kind of came about fortuitously for me. And, while I had thought about maybe doing something like this at some point in the future, everything just aligned to do this. And what ended up happening I started to branch out a little bit into various other DeFi projects, as I mentioned. And about last summer, I got into a project called Frost Flakes, which was a miner type of a situation. But there was an added little feature to it that I thought was really interesting, and that was They were taking 50% of the money brought into the protocol and going out and investing it to earn money to bring back for rewards. And their investments were mostly like PCS farms, and they did a few bot things. And anyway, I thought it was an interesting approach to try to take what, a miner, which we all know how those normally work. Usually it's only the first people in that, win, and win on the backs generally of the last people in. And this was just an attempt to try to change that dynamic a little bit by generating some external revenue, which, always speaks to me and spoke to the EMP philosophy as well. So I reached out to the dev to ask him some questions about the project. And also my ulterior motive was to try to see if I could get him interested in investing some of these assets into EMP instead of the PCS farms and the bots. So we started having, DN conversations about this, and he was very interested. He had heard of EMP, but really didn't know much about it. And so I was trying to educate him, and I think I was maybe hitting him over the head with a lot of stuff. This was about the time, I think, that some of the first NFTs were being launched, and there's always a ton going on at EMP, right?
For sure.
But anyway, and he was very interested, but never really pulled the trigger on anything. And the project started to slow down and ended in October or November of last year. But it ran for 7 months, which was a pretty successful project, and a good percentage of people ROI'd and even beyond. So I decided when that project was coming to a close, I just reached out to him and I said, I really like what you did. I have some ideas, and I want to try to do this and do what I was suggesting to you, which was to tie this into my home project, EMP. And he said yes. And so we started working together late last year on what is now called Speakeasy, which is a very soft fork of Frostflakes, kind of like what EMP is now to Tomb, Speakeasy is to Frostflakes. There's a lot of new mechanics and a lot of things going on in the protocol. But that's the history of it, a little bit of backstory. Jack is the guy's name who's the dev. He's doing all the dev work. I'm not doing any of that. My role is as team lead, and I'm also doing all the design work for the interface and all the marketing and videos and things that we need for this. There was a immediate uptake by the community in Frostflakes to the project, and so much so, everybody was so interested in this idea that I actually started it earlier than I had anticipated. And we still haven't even launched the project yet. But we've been going gangbusters for the last, I don't know, almost a month now. And we're still small. We have, I think, about 10%, about 650 people in our Telegram chat, but we're growing. And so I wanted to wait until we got to a certain point before I introduced the project to my friends here at EMP, even though AJ has known about it from the very beginning. I wanted it to get, a little bit grown up before we came over here and started to talk to you. So let me get into it, and I will talk to you about what it is. I'm going to throw up the same graphics that AJ is throwing up on the YouTube channel here in Telegram for those who may just be on Telegram and not on YouTube for whatever reason.
Yep, and then just tell me when. Do you want me to go to the next one? I'll
sure.
go through the slides. All right, awesome.
Yeah, awesome, man. I'll wait till I see yours. There we go. Okay, so this is the Speakeasy protocol, and so this is sort of an overview of what I was just talking about. So let me tell you at 35,000 feet what's going on here. Basically, the project is what I call a weekly ROI DApp rather than a daily, and it is definitely not a minor. And so there are different levels, which we'll talk about in a minute. You can come into the protocol as what's called a guest to the Speakeasy, and that basically means you do not have any NFTs related to the project. This project is really heavy on NFTs, which is one of the new mechanics that Frostflakes didn't have. So the primary NFT to purchase is what we call a membership NFT, which is an MKC. And what that does is it boosts your APR. If you want to participate in the protocol without getting into the NFTs, you can. The daily bonus rate is 0.25% on BNB that you put into the protocol. We do not have a native token. Everything is BNB in and BNB out. So we don't have to worry about supporting a native token. So the rate, like I said, for guests is 0.25. That's a daily rate, but you only interact with the contract once a week instead of every day like you do with Detonator and things like that. So it's compounded over a week with no compounding necessary by the user. So then what happens is you can then, so what, oh, sorry, with the Speakeasy membership NFT, this first one you're seeing in the upper left-hand corner, owning that doubles your percentage to 0.5, from 0.25 to 0.5. The cost of that is 0.25 BNB, although I have something to say about that for EMP people as we get through towards the end. AJ was alluding to it. So anyway, you make a decision if you want to come into the protocol just as a guest or you want to become a member. Membership gets you that doubled bonus rate. It also allows you to take a part in other things that are happening inside the protocol that guests aren't allowed to do. So if you hold the key card, then that opens up the window to let you do all kinds of things. So anyway, the next part of it that you're seeing there with the pot and the bank, this is very similar to what Frostflakes was in the sense that the funds that you deposit into the contract come in, and 50% of them stay in the pot to continue to pay back rewards on a weekly basis for everybody. And the other 50% goes to a secondary wallet. Now, in the case of Frostflakes, as I mentioned, they were investing in bots and PCS. What Speakeasy is doing, as you can see here, is investing almost exclusively in EMP. Some of you who may be VIP members have probably seen me posting into the VIP membership. We have already started to invest in the protocol. We are doing some pre-sales of some of our NFTs, and that has generated some revenue, and we're already starting to put that into EMP, which is, a win-win for everybody because, obviously it's allowing us to start to earn rewards, Eshare rewards that we can basically save up for down the road when we need them. And of course, it's great for the EMP protocol because everything we're doing inside the protocol, we're doing the right way. So we bought 1 giga node as well, and we bought that with fresh EMP, and we're zapping in all of our deposits. So we're trying to be, a good actor as well as try to make a dent in it as well. We're just getting started. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, absolutely. I just want to add, and again, you're doing a killer job. Kirk, so I didn't mean to interrupt you, but yeah, I just want to kind of give our perspective on it as well. And again, like Kirk said, we've been working on this on and off in the background, and we've alluded to it a lot that, we, and again, I'm really bullish on this, but there's a lot of protocols that are wanting to build with EMP in mind. So, but the thing that makes this even more powerful is that Kirk understands our ecosystem. So not only are we able to generate potential buying pressure on EMP and Eshare, any other part of the protocol that Speakeasy wants to utilize, but Kirk understands the most efficient ways to not only maximize the yield, but also, be a good actor as well. So again, it is a win-win when Kirk says that. I mean, it's 100% true. This model not only should provide very sustainable yield to Speakeasy members, but it's also massively beneficial to EMP as well. So again, I just want to reiterate that, and it's what gets me even more excited about the project. So go ahead, Kirk.
Yeah, sure. Let's jump to the next slide, and I'll put it up here in Telegram too. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Sorry, let me delete that. Give me 1 second here. That was the wrong one. Yeah, you got the right one. Okay, Okay, there we go. It's in Telegram now too. So this is recapping what I was talking about above. So you can come in, without an NFT, and you have the 0.25% daily. If you purchase the membership NFT, you're up to 0.5 daily. Then we also now have a thing that we're calling cocktail NFTs. And these are 6 different cocktail drinks. Each one of them has an assigned additional boost to your daily percentage. So there is the, and they range from 0.25% boost to a full 1% boost, going up from the gin and tonic through the margarita, the Bloody Mary, pina colada, Irish coffee, and the big daddy is the old fashioned. So what we are doing with this is we are going to be doing a live mint for these cocktail NFTs on the 20th of February. And the cost of a cocktail NFT is 0.5 BNB. And it is a random mint, very similar to what EMP has done with Detonator Defender and that kind of thing, where you don't know which one you're getting when you make the buy. But you're going to get one of these 6, and you're going to get a boost between 0.25 and 0.1. So, and there are obviously, the higher they go, the more rare they are. So we'll be minting as many as 1,880. There's a reason for that number, but I won't go into it. On that day, there'll be a 48-hour window for the mint. And so once that mint is completed, if we don't sell all 1880, which we may or may not, I have no idea, the remaining that weren't purchased will be burned. So if we have a smaller mint, these things are going to be incredibly rare. They're going to be rare anyway, but they could potentially be very rare. And as a protocol, we have committed to not doing any additional cocktail NFTs or anything for a period of time after we launch. And the reason for that is to give our members who come in early with us the best possibility of earning off of these NFTs by potentially reselling them on the secondary market. We have a lot of people that are planning to come in and buy more than one and take the highest APR one they get and use that in their own wallet, and then sell the second one and maybe potentially make us enough money to pay for both of them, or even more. Who knows? You know how NFTs are, but they have this specific utility. So as long as the protocol is working well, they will have value and people will want them. And people coming into the protocol after this mint will not be able to get them directly from the protocol. So hopefully that'll generate some cool FOMO. So between all of these NFTs, there's 2 that you can have, the membership NFT and a cocktail if you want. You can buy up your rate, so basically from a low of 0.75, which would be the membership NFT plus the smallest cocktail, if that's what you got, all the way up to 1.5%. 1.5% is the maximum that anybody can earn in the protocol. The reason we've done that is, my feeling is that you see all these amazing things about 2% a day, 3%, 4%, 10% a day. And, that's just not sustainable. I could make an argument that maybe in certain cases 1.5 isn't sustainable, but you have to remember not everybody in the protocol will be at 1.5, because to get there, you would have to have one of the 2 highest NFTs, and they are the most rare. So the math suggests we'll be somewhere around, on average, 1.0 for most people. So this is how the protocol is generating revenue. This was an important aspect of it that we've learned from looking at a lot of other projects, is that you need to have sources of revenue. EMP has shown the way with that. So since these NFTs are only buying up rates and we don't pay on them like EMP pays on Detonator Defenders and the other ones, Sentinels, we're basically 100% profit for the protocol, if you will. And the protocol is then taking this money and investing it to earn more rewards on the backside. So we have 2 areas of external revenue so far. One is the sale of our NFTs, and the second is our earnings in EMP. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one, and I will talk about our earnings in EMP and what we're doing here.
And then just to reiterate too, I know there was some confusion on the whole guest or member. So just to reiterate that one more time, Kirk, that you could potentially get involved in this contract without ever buying the membership or the NFT. However, again, to increase your daily percentages, it based on the math, it makes sense that you would want to spend a little extra to get the membership and the NFTs, right? Can you just clarify that one more time?
Yeah, absolutely. Like it says at the top of the graphic that we're looking at, yeah, there is an option of no NFT at all, and that's just what we call a guest, and that is that 0.25. You don't need an NFT. You can just literally put BNB into the contract. You don't have to have the NFTs whatsoever. If you want to go into them, you don't have to get both. You can get the membership only, which is a small 0.25 BNB cost, and avoid the cocktails completely. A lot of people that I've been talking to that are going to be coming in with smaller amounts, my recommendation, although not financial advice, would be to look at just getting the membership NFT to at least double that 25 to 50, and then take the majority of the funds that you have available and just put them in the contract and earn that 0.5 and be happy about it. You also can earn some bonuses when you reddeposit every week. If you choose to reddeposit every week, there's a 0.01 bonus that goes on to your APR for doing that. So there are a few other little ways that you can boost up without getting NFTs. So you don't have to have them. But if you want to substantially increase your percentage, this is a way to do it. So we think we have options for just about everybody.
Awesome. Yeah. And then on the flip side of that, again, the last point, and then we'll move on, is that the NFT or the membership doesn't get you access to the base contract either, correct? You have to be able to put actual BNB into the base contract as well, because I think that was one more question I saw was people thought maybe by just owning the NFT you get that daily percentage, but this is just a multiplier on your position, right? Can you just explain that one more time?
Yeah, that's right. Basically, the simplest way to understand it is you are buying up your rate. So the NFTs do not generate rewards directly. They generate boosted APRs.
Perfect. Great. All right. Let me go to the next slide.
Cool.
All right. I like this slide. This is a good one. Yeah.
Now, again, I mentioned that we've already started to put our money where our mouth is. We're still small, and we're just taking, doing some pre-sale stuff, but we've accumulated about $30,000 so far, and we're starting to fold that into the EMP protocol. We're definitely going to put our money where our mouth is. So as you can see here, this is just a snapshot from earlier today, what our current position is in the liquidity pools. And our position in nodes. And then we also, which I didn't do a screen capture of, we also created a DEX vault. And we're doing a DEX vault that has the EMP ETH LP in it as well. So we are, doing this slowly and looking at everything carefully. But this is absolutely where we're heading. And what I'm committed to is to make the primary source of revenue generation for this protocol EMP. And I'm willing to live and die by that, because I think that EMP has proved itself out over time. And this is exactly where I want to be with the project that I'm leading. Absolutely. So yeah. So basically that is, I just wanted to show everybody where we are. And usually, like I said, in the VIP chat, and sometimes LA will move it over to the main chat. I didn't want to bombard the main chat with stuff on another protocol. But I try to keep everybody in the VIP updated on where we are and what we're trying to do. And, I feel great about it for the Speakeasy community, but also great that I can, do this for the EMP community that I am such a part of. So it feels great that way. So let's go on to the next slide. And this gets into a little bit of the alpha that AJ was alluding to.
Yeah, let's hear it, Kirk. An opportunity for our emperors and empresses. I love it, man. Go ahead, brother.
So what I wanted to do was, as you recall from the earlier slides, the membership MKC NFT is 0.25 BNB. But I came to AJ and said, I would like to, just for EMP, I would like to create a version of our MKC that people can use EMP to buy. And AJ was all for that. So, because I know how important it is to have an EMP use cases, and there are a bunch of them now, and this is just one more. So instead of paying 0.25 BNB, if you're interested in getting one of these, you can instead spend 700 EMP, which is a little less than 0.25 BNB right now, but the numbers move around. So, but it's basically equivalent. But you can use your EMP, and that is exciting to me. We've already got our contract built that takes EMP as the token, so we're all ready to go with this. This is going to happen 1 week from today. After the AMA next Thursday, this will open, and it will open for 24 hours. So you'll have 24-hour window. If you're interested in getting involved in the Speakeasy protocol and you'd like to get this, I would encourage you to get it with your EMP. You could, of course, get it with BNB if you want, but I would encourage you to do so. The other great thing about this opportunity is as AJ said earlier, we know exactly what to do with that EMP. And what we're going to do with it is we're going to pair it with Ethereum and put it right back in the farm. So it'll just basically allow us to create LP at half price, essentially. Since we'll be getting all this EMP in, hopefully, if we, just as a quick math, if we had 100 people from the EMP community come in with this, that's 70,000 EMP that we can lock up. So I'm really excited about it. I hope that we have a good turnout with it, and it's something that you guys all see value in, along with the protocol as a whole. So that was that piece of alpha there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm excited for this, Kirk. And again, as you said, using that EMP that you collect to then go into the LP at essentially half price, not only, and I think that's bullish for the Speakeasy community as well, because again, I mean, it gives EMP a use case as well as being utilized in the most efficient way possible. So, and again, if I was in Speakeasy and didn't even know about buying with EMP, that's exciting for me, because now the protocol, meaning Speakeasy, is able to yield almost double than if they were buying that EMP outright. So, and again, I mean, obviously you're going to have buying pressure on EMP, but as long as EMP is getting it locked up, that's also extremely beneficial to EMP as well. So amazing. Do you want to go over? I don't know. You may not be ready for this info yet, but I think this may be going live sooner than later, right? How do we get involved if we want to use our EMP to buy a membership?
Yeah, go ahead and go to the next slide, and I'll recap that once again. So here's the actual interface of the Mint page that you guys will go to. And so as it says up there, as I said, this Mint will take place for EMP next Thursday, 1 week from today, 16th. And we will open it up. We'll come back on and remind you to next week that this is happening. And then we'll open it up for 24 hours. At that point, you'll be able to go to this page. We'll give you the URL, obviously, and you just come in, connect your wallet, and pay 700 EMP. And you will mint out the special art EMP Silver MKC. So
perfect. And real fast too, Kurt. Sorry to interrupt you. Oh, go ahead, LA. What?
I said, ooh, special art.
Yeah,
It's special
yeah, it
art.
is special art. Yeah, totally. Well, and one more thing too on this, and I forgot to bring it up earlier, because it would also apply to the cocktail NFTs themselves, but you're not able to stack memberships or cocktails, correct? So you really
Oh yeah,
only
that's a
need
really good.
one membership,
That's
right?
a good point.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to have this membership NFT to even be a part of the cocktail program. And then when you're part of the cocktail program, you can only apply one cocktail to one wallet. If you have multiple cocktails sitting in a wallet, the contract will automatically just apply the largest one. You can mint on the cocktails, you can mint up to 2 per wallet. Why would you do that? Well, we have people that are, going to try to take an arbitrage opportunity, and they're going to mint more cocktails than they need. Some people are going to mint more with the same wallet and then just move it to another wallet and work to multiple wallets on the protocol. So there are reasons why you might want to do this. But if all you're interested in is getting one, that you can do that as well, and they do not stack. So yeah, that's correct. So you can't have a 0.51 and a 0.751 and get 1.25.
Perfect.
It doesn't work.
No, that's great. And that was even news to me, is that you have to have a membership to even apply the cocktail, which I think is even more bullish in terms of sustainability. So yeah, absolutely.
And
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, Ellen.
Just to clarify for everyone, this membership is the only part of it that you can purchase with EMP, correct?
That's correct.
Great. Was there another point you were going to make, Kirk, or no?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we can move on to the last slide, which I'll open up, which is just wrapping it up, just to kind of tell you about just overviews of the project. And of course, with a project like this, it is not a miner, but it is an ROI DApp, and it does have mechanics that we're all sort of familiar with. And I'm not trying to pretend that this thing is anything other than what it is. But what we are doing is trying to take everything that we know and have learned from other projects, including Frostflakes and others, and make this project as sustainable as possible. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, Frostflakes lasted 7 months. So if we can do that or better, that's going to be great. And it certainly would be great for anybody that comes into the project from the very beginning. But these are some of the top points to mention. Again, we don't have a native token. It's BNB in, BNB out. We don't have to support that. We have what I consider to be real world daily percentages that are manageable and can be done in the real world. Not easy, but it can be done, and we're working hard to be able to sustain that. And the key thing is getting out of the gate hot. The fact that we've already taken in tens of thousands of dollars and will be taking in tens of thousands of dollars more, that we are already investing and that we are already generating Eshare and rewards that we can just hold on to or turn around and put them in the Eshare farm, actually is what I'm doing, is great for us, because we won't even need this money for months on end. Hopefully maybe we don't need to touch it for a very long time. There's some mechanics in this that I haven't seen elsewhere. So, AJ, as well as anybody with DeFi, sometimes some of these things you just have to see them work before you know exactly how they're going to work.
Yeah, no, 100%.
You can model, but that always doesn't really say the what's going to happen in the real world. Again, no daily compounding, so you don't have to worry about jumping onto Speakeasy every day. You come in at the end of 7 days, your rewards unlock, and it's at that point that you have a decision to make. You either can claim all your rewards, you can redeposit them, or you can add more to your deposit, but you can only make that decision once a week. You cannot deposit during the week and add more. Think of it as ongoing 1 week contracts, if you will. And so basically, once you lock your contract for that week, you can walk away and come back when the week is done. Now, you won't be earning when it unlocks, so you want to make sure that you have a timer instead of every day at 6 o'clock every week, whenever that is, so that you can get it cycling through again, because it'll just sit there waiting for you to make your decision after the week is up. We have maximum weekly claims and also max wallets controls to try to avoid whales manipulating the situation too much. We really are looking to try to get everybody to be able to ROI and earn. So our weekly claim is 2 BNB. That's the max you can take out per week. And the max of wallet is 3x, and that's 3x all deposits and redeposits and new deposits. So that kind of works a little bit like Detonator, and in that everything you put back into the contract gets a new 3x, but 3x is the max. We do not have a very robust referral program because, again, we don't want to spend that kind of money on that kind of thing. Basically, we do have one, and it's basically you get 5% of any referral on their initial deposit into the contract, and that is it. Again, sort of like Detonator, with its 3%, I think it is. We've got some exciting, robust revenue streams that I've talked to you guys about today, both through EMP and through our NFTs. And also, like EMP, we have a great team. We have a great community. It's smaller, but everybody on our side of it is fun to hang out with and do stuff with, and they're all excited to get to know EMP. I've been talking nonstop ad nauseum with the community there about EMP and why I've picked it to be our main source of revenue outside of the protocol, and they're very excited about that. I'm sure that they will be looking to get in there. And hopefully some of them will become EMP investors as well as Speakeasy investors. So I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to take the entire AMA. So I have not been looking at the questions. So I don't know if there's any that you want to throw at me, or if you guys have any, or what have you, but I answer anything.
You did a great job, Kirk. Again, brother, you're gonna have to be a team lead now, man, and do all these AMAs. But for the first few out of the gate, I think you did a killer job. Again, not only with the visuals to help everything, but the way you explain it as well. So just to recap, again, this is essentially a mining contract or an ROI contract. Think of a detonator style contract, but very, very stripped down. And so by doing that, it's simple. It's much more simple. It's BNB in and BNB out. And so the way that you boost your daily APR is by owning a membership. You can buy that membership with BNB or with EMP, and then you also are able to mint NFTs of different cocktails. So the different cocktails have rarities. The old-fashioned is the highest and the most rare, and that will determine the percentage that you get every day out of the contract. So yeah, I mean, again, I think that's pretty straightforward, and half of the BNB going in, both through the contract and through the memberships and NFTs, that will go to revenue streams, which in this case is EMP, to be able to set that up to where it produces yield for the sustainability of the contract. Did I recap that? Well, Kirk, I think I got it, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a really good recap. I think that, so I saw one thing as I was looking while you were talking that somebody reminded me about to let you know. One of the things that we're doing, we're also with the NFTs and the random mints, we're doing some gamification to kind of make it fun. And another thing that we are going to be doing is once a week, you all remember that have been around for a while, the wheel that I built for AJ to do drawings. We're going to be using the wheel
with or without the circus music. Kirk, I hope it has it still. I don't know. Yeah.
We're going to be using the wheel at Speakeasy, and we're going to be doing what we're calling the ROI payoff wheel. Once a week, we will spin the wheel and pick a contract at random, and up to 3 BNB, we will pay off their ROI amount. So we're going to do that once a week. So that'll be fun for everybody to watch, and I had forgotten about that. So thanks for the reminder there, Al. So anyway, let's see. Other questions or?
yeah, I don't see many others. I don't know. Let me go to the last slide. There you go. So again, happy to have this partnership together. And again, I think it's going to do wonders for both protocols as we move forward. But LA, was there any other questions we've seen this week that we want to clarify while we have Kirk on? Again, this will be something that we give continual updates on and educate everybody. And Kirk, if they want to learn more, where are you most active? In Telegram, or feel free to again share your all your
Oh yeah.
channels. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it in the Telegram channel. Basically, right now we have a Telegram channel and a YouTube channel. We haven't moved over to Discord yet. It's not something that I do. Somebody from the community will pick that up, I'm sure, once we get launched and ready to go. We will be launching. We don't have a specific date, by the way, but it will be the first week in March. Well, I have a date, but we're not releasing it yet. It's the first week in March. So the cocktail mint is the 20th, and then platform launches first week of March. So right now, just in Telegram, I'll throw up the link to that. Everybody's welcome to come over and ask whatever questions we have there. We have white papers and all that kind of stuff as well that you can look at.
Perfect. Yeah, well, no, and again, this is the earliest opportunity that you get. I mean, again, Kirk has not only built this over the last few months, but has given EMP yet another opportunity to earn even outside of our ecosystem, and that's really important to us. We vet projects that we think could do really well, not only as trusted teams and trusted economics, but also that actually support EMP in the process. So yeah, I'm really excited, brother. Again, great job. I know you put a lot of hard work into this, and we joke all the time. We say everybody thinks it's so amazing to run your own crypto project until you're actually doing it, right, Kirk? So yeah.
Yes, sir. I have. Not that I didn't have respect for you before, but I have a newfound respect for you now. And I let me just wrap it up by saying too that I appreciate everything that you've done for me personally, as well as now professionally in this capacity. I know that I'm pretty sure that you were a part of our contest overnight.
I was. Yes, of Alpha. I got a Big Daddy old fashioned. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is for my personal wallet to support you guys for sure.
Classy move, man. Classy move.
Yeah.
So anyway, please, you guys know me. Feel free to reach out to me and talk to me. I'm not, this is a fun project. It's supposed to be fun. It's DeFi. EMP has got the market cornered on great, huge protocols for long-term passive income. This is something that is more of a traditional DeFi play, not necessarily degen, but it is what it is, and I think people can do well in it if they think it through. And we want to have a good time, and we want to also, the other thing we want to do is we just want to make a project that doesn't rug.
You would think that would be a pretty easy sell in today's world, but unfortunately, that isn't the case. I mean, it's a freaking war zone out there. So, to have a competent dev, a great community, again, this is all a game. And, to your point, you had mentioned that Frost Flakes ran for about 7 months. Again, personally, not financial advice, I think this could run much, much longer. A lot of times we say runway is another word for it, the longer the runway. But yeah, I mean, this is crypto. All of these are gamified smart contracts. But again, I love that you guys are still building for sustainability and a lot of, innovative things. And that's what crypto is all about. I mean, we take code and knowledge from previous failures and learn from that. And I think that you guys have built again a better mousetrap, just like we said with Level X and the rebasing and this now and EMP building a better seigniorage model compared to ones that have just died out. So yeah, absolutely,
All right,
Dirk. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Thanks again, AJ, and thank you everybody that's on here still for listening to all this. Hopefully there's some interest out there, and if there is, let me know. I will step back and let you get on with EMP business.
All right, brother. Thanks again. And yes, we will have you back. Just one more reminder, the EMP membership goes live next Thursday, correct?
That's right. I'll come on real briefly and just remind everybody, but next Thursday, right after the AMA finishes, I will post the link to where you can mint the EMP NKC, and it'll be up for 24 hours from then.
Perfect. All right, brother. Take it easy. We will see you soon, my friend.
Bye-bye. Cheers.
Yes, cheers to you, Kirk. All right, awesome. Well, there you go. Another great opportunity. We have a little more to get to today. Again, I told you it'd be a long one, but that was really the first AMA and public offering that Kirk has done. So I'm happy to have it on our channel, and I'm honored to again have other protocols build with EMP in mind. So, all right, the number one topic is Eshare emissions. So as of this AMA, they are officially over. So again, there may be another few hours, maybe a day or two if you're lucky, that will still let you swap. But now is the time. So again, we've been saying that for 10 days straight. The Eshare version 2 migration is over. And so again, make sure that you have done it. If you haven't, please get in touch with us through a form. We have made the official announcement that if you do not migrate your eShare, you will be subject to a 25% tax. So we're not just deleting everybody's value. We understand, some people may be setting it and forgetting it. And we don't just want to completely, take that value away from them. But we have to have some sort of a structure in place. And 25% I feel is fair because it's also bullish for the eShare price. I mean, that could literally get rid of a large portion of supply if people don't redeem. And again, it may not even be people that have invested and forgot about EMP. It may be, compromised wallets from scammers or, people that forget their keys. Unfortunately, that sucks for them, and I feel really bad about that, but that's part of the crypto journey. But all that eShare, out of circulation, is again really bullish for the price. So again, please migrate your eShare immediately. You only have literally a few more hours. It may be another day if Jake takes a while to drain the liquidity. But again, when that happens, the only way you will be able to get credit is through a form. We'll have a form on the website and all of our socials. But again, if you just one more time to do it manually, you just everything. There's documents. There's everything that we could possibly give you on how to do it. I know a lot of you have, and really, we've seen the majority of that Eshare V1 migrate already, so we don't think it's going to be a lot of edge cases. But LA, I don't know if you want to elaborate a little more. I know you did a
I
huge
do.
Medium article. You've been getting emails all week. So yeah, please, both of us. I mean, we get emails.
Yeah.
We respond to all the emails. I do. So yeah, go ahead, LA.
Yeah, just to reiterate what you were just saying, we did announce the official cutoff time, and Jake is working behind the scenes, so it is officially cut off, and so you may get lucky and have a little bit more time, but don't come back saying like we said on the AMA you had an extra day, because it may take a few minutes, it may take an extra day. He's working on it behind the scenes, and
For
it
sure.
has been cut off now. So if you
Yes.
still haven't done it, get on it immediately.
Yes,
That's what we're saying.
eShare migration is officially over. Again, you heard it from the horse's mouth. So there you go, LA. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but just so there's no
No, I just
confusion.
wanted to make
Yeah,
sure like no one's gonna like go sit in a hammock and sip a pina colada and then do it tomorrow.
yeah, totally.
um, yeah, so there's been just like a few questions about a few different parts of it. So let's just reiterate. If you are only in the detonator, you're good. There's nothing that you have to do. If you are in the EMP ETH LP farm, there is a new version of the farm. And so you'll find your LPs in the inactive pools section, and you'll press the minus sign to withdraw them. And then in the new EMP ETH LP farm, near the top of the page, you'll press the plus button. Well, you'll have to approve it first. You'll approve it, then you'll press the plus button to put it back in, and then you'll be good to go. If you have any eShare in the boardroom, now this is a really important part. If you have rewards and eShare in the boardroom, do not press the claim button because your eShare will be locked up for 6 epochs. You can press the button that says claim and withdraw, and then you're good to go. Or you can just withdraw, but if you just press claim, then your eShare will be locked up for a good long while still, and you'll likely be subject to that 25% tax AJ was just talking about. So hit that claim and withdraw button if you have both rewards and eShare. But you just have to withdraw your eShare, and then if you have liquid V1 eShare in your wallet, the pop-up on our site will automatically come up, and there will be 2 transactions. The first you'll have to approve, and the second will actually do the swap for you, and it's quite easy. If you have any issues, just reach out to one of us through Telegram, Discord, or email, and we'll help you out. Sentinel rewards, if you hadn't claimed them, they went over automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. I think that's everything that we covered. But yeah, so if you haven't gotten around to it, get going right away. And we're done now, so we can move on. And for those of you who did it the first day, you don't have to hear about it anymore.
Yep,
I
sorry,
think
I
that's
was
it.
muted. Yeah, LA, great recap. Sorry about that. Again, I'm I'm the master of muting myself while I'm trying to talk. But anyway, yes, 100%. This is it. I mean, now we're through it. You know, those that have eShare version 2, that will be, you know, the new eShare moving forward. A lot less confusion, and we have the flexibility of, you know, having the extension on those rewards indefinitely. Again, we're using the habiting model. So this next year, another about 28,000 eShare will be distributed, and then the next year after that, only 14,000. And the following year after that, only 7,000, and so on and so on. So this is the same inflation schedule that Bitcoin has, but is much less. Again, I mean, usually a share token in any seigniorage protocol is a minimum of 75,000 to 100,000. So even after 10 years, you know, we have much less circulating eShare than those protocols would have. And that's another thing. I know a lot of people were frustrated at uh, you know, the gap in rewards, or feel like, you know, we could have done things better. But you have to remember, you're getting, I mean, the original eShares were meant to expire in the first year. So you would be getting no rewards today at all had we not made these adjustments. So again, it's all in the interest of continuing to provide yield for those of you that are in EMP. So again, I just want to make that clear. Everything that we do is in terms of building sustainability and continuing to provide yield after what, almost more than a year now, and hopefully indefinitely. So all right, glad we went over all that. Anything else in terms of eShare emissions or the migration? Go ahead, LA.
Yeah, I think we're good on that.
All right, amazing. So, all right, let's get into some more exciting news. Level X, man, what a rocket ship Level X has been. For those of you that may remember from some of our previous AMAs, this was a sister project that we launched with Growth DeFi, the XGrow community. Again, same people behind Cultivator, XGrow, and XPerps. And Level X was that is it what? It's about a 4x from when we launched LA, and we've had some major volume. We've had
Oh
literally
my goodness.
yeah,
Yes.
tens of thousands of dollars of buying pressure on EMP. So it's been amazing. I don't know, maybe do a quick recap and I can fill in the gaps, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's been insane. So, oh, sorry, my alarm's going off. It's been insane. Like you and Ghost have been on a mega AMA run, and it's not over yet. I think we've got at least 4 more days of AMAs with Ghost in a bunch of different call groups and stuff. Um, we it's just been so much interest, and every single time you guys are on one of these AMAs, you can just like feel the light bulbs going off, and people get really excited because it is really an innovative approach to rebasing tokens, and it's that gamified level system that people get really excited about. So there's always lots of questions, and when people start to understand, they get really excited. So over the last 2 days, we've seen an incredible amount of volume, and the amount of action in the Telegram group. Holy cow! So I'm super excited, and the action doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon, and it's creating quite a lot of buy pressure. So the system is working, and that makes me happy to see.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. Sorry about that. I was muted again. So yeah, 100% LA. I mean, everything that we do at EMP is to help the protocol and getting it. We would never be in a situation where, it's a detriment. And, we've seen that power already. I mean, obviously, we've seen other people unrelated continuing to sell EMP, which is unfortunate with all the things that we have coming. I know all of you are still a bit disheartened to see peg slip and to see the price slip, but it's things like Level X that will help us get to where we want to be. Again, tens of thousands of dollars in buying pressure on EMP as we go. And one of the things I wanted to reiterate, the majority of the reflect rewards, which is the taxes that go to buy EMP and Xgrow, the majority of those happen on cells. So when you see Level X, some, as it continues to go up, some people take profit. Obviously, you earn way more by holding Level X and burning for higher levels, like LA was saying. But even when you see a red candle on Level X, that is a green candle for EMP and XRO because again, the larger percentage of the reflect comes from cells. So again, it's just been a win-win. I know a lot of our community has been riding the wave. A lot of you are up pretty massive in it already, and this is only the beginning. So again, we're going to continue to promote the base economics of the rebase. Obviously, we've done a lot more to it. Was Safu, and I mean we're already outpacing the growth of Safu. I mean we could be at 100 million market cap in no time. So definitely check out Level X if you haven't already. And what else? LA, they launched their farms today. So this has been really bullish. I was getting caught up a little bit before the AMA, and maybe you can elaborate, LA, but as far as I know, there is a yield farm. You'll deposit a minimum of 10,000 Level X in that farm. However, the farm is able to level up just like every other wallet. So a benevolent, actor could level up the farm for you. So if you're a minnow
Yeah.
and you can't afford to burn, thousands and thousands of level X, you go into the farm and now you're able to share as if you were a whale as that level goes up on the farm. Right, LA? I think I got that right. But yeah, go ahead if you want to elaborate.
Did you did I'm just having to compound, so give me one sec. But
All right, yeah, no worries.
also tomorrow they're adding a feature where you can compound your rebases also.
Yep, amazing. So there you go. I mean, a ton of things. Again, just like EMP, Xgrow and Growth DeFi, they are building, nonstop. Their devs are incredible. Their lead dev literally taught Solidity, which is the programming language that all EVM compatible chains are built with. At Yale or Harvard, one of those Ivy League schools. So again, I mean, the talent is amazing, and they're always innovating. So, I think that we can easily see, and if you look at the chart, you'll see what I mean. It's just been up and to the right, the entire time. So we could definitely see that continue. And even if we do get a pullback, that could be a great opportunity for some of you that maybe didn't get in, or maybe want to add to your bag, on those dips because they've been getting eaten up every single time. And all of that doesn't even include the VDC, which is the virtual deposit contract, and the detonator as a service that will be coming. The VDC will be here in about a week, and the detonator service will be here in about 5 or 6 weeks. So that is pretty, again, amazing in terms of utility and use case for Level X. On top of the insane rewards, I mean, again, the APRs have been insane. I don't have any data off the top of my head, but I know that rewards have been incredible. So yeah. Anything else you want to
One
add? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one thing I was hoping you could talk about is like over 16 million level X has already been burned, and
Yeah.
so the burn wallet is the largest by far holder of level X. So what kind of impact will that have on EMP over time,
Yeah,
do you think?
absolutely. So this is even more, again, exciting for what the future holds because what it's only been like 3 days, if that. So yeah, and to have the burn address be literally the largest holder of level X at the moment, it's only going to get bigger, is extremely
Oh,
bullish.
sorry,
So
before you
yeah.
go on, let me just add to that too. He said that it can level up every week too.
Exactly. So yeah, and as we all know, or if you again, if you maybe you don't know, with the level, puts you in a different earning bracket. So after the burn address gets one level automatically just by holding, we're gonna see that absolutely skyrocket because now it's earning from a larger pool share as well. If you have at least one level, you're going to a different bracket of earning the lion's share of the rebase. So yeah, great point, LA. And to your point, as that dead address or the burn address continues to accumulate EMP, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, it does accumulate EMP. It accumulates level X, which then allows it to accumulate EMP and Xgrow. So not only is it burning a ton of level X, but now it will also be able to start burning the EMP and X row from the reflect. So again, we could get to a point where, not only is there thousands of dollars of buying pressure on EMP, but now there's also thousands of dollars of EMP being burnt as well, which is just incredible. I mean, again, any economic mind will know how powerful that is. I mean, burning tokens alone can have positive price impact. But buying and burning is literally the best thing you can possibly do in terms of supply and demand. So, yeah, I'm really bullish on that. And what we should see fireworks in, another 5 days when that burn address gains its first level. So, and everybody we've talked to has been really intrigued. Again, we've been making a ton of new friends in different call groups and AMAs and YouTube videos, and this is only the beginning. So we could see something really incredible. And again, the first deflationary rebates token. I mean, even now,
Yeah.
the floating supply is less than what it. I mean, what the circulating supply right now, total supply even, is less than what we started with, which is unheard of. So again, I mean, the rebates is only added, I think, about 1 million. To the total supply, but the burn address is taken away. What'd you say, LA? 16 million, I think. Yeah, it's just
More than 16 million. Yeah.
yeah.
I can
So
tell you the exact amount. Let's see.
live update. Let's hear it. What is it?
16,587,817.
Amazing. So again, more closer to 17 million level X has already been burned. So in no time that could be a tenth of the supply. So just incredible. But all right, awesome. Any other updates or news on level X?
Yeah, not on level X, but I'll just say, like, I know it's hard to kind of put puzzle pieces together sometimes when you're not behind the scenes seeing it all come together. But there was a little bit of discussion in the YouTube comments about, working with partner projects, and maybe it's not enough for Peg, but I was sitting today watching before, one or two bad actors dumped a bit of EMP, but I was sitting before that this morning watching the peg, and it was slowly creeping up, slowly creeping up. And there's just so many different pieces that we're working on behind the scenes right now. There's the detonator changes, there's stuff with the dex vaults that we're building to help with peg, there's this stuff with level X, there's fusion being built, there's just so many little pieces. There's what we just heard from Kirk, and they're investing in EMP, and there's all these little puzzle pieces, and they might not all form a complete picture right at this second, but first you build the corners and the outlines, and then you fill in a little bit more, and then you fill in a little bit more, and then all of a sudden you're staring at a complete picture. And so we just have to keep building that puzzle together, and that's what we're doing. And I can already see what it looks like in my head because I've seen the box, but you might not have seen the box yet. So we're just building it together, and all of these pieces will come together, and it's pretty exciting. So it's just about having faith and
Absolutely.
getting in the ones that you feel like you want to, skipping the ones that you don't want to, and doing the things that are good for the protocol.
Yeah, no, amazing, LA. Again, I know Bull is the resident analogy specialist, but that was brilliant, LA, and it's so true. I mean, again, I saw some chatter in the YouTube live comments, and again, I mean, when you say why is the price going down, it's because people are selling. I mean, there's no other reason than that. I mean, we're all here, we're all adults, we're all in DeFi. We know that it's risky, but as LA said, we are literally building our asses off, 14, 15, 18 hours a day, to get all these puzzle pieces in place, um, to have the recovery that we all know is going to happen. I mean, I never say if, I say when. It's, failure is not an option. Our liquidity is still very deep. That is promising. Yes, PEG is going down. Yes, the price of EMP is going down. But we are working at everything we possibly can to correct our course. And, again, that's a testament. I know the major fear, I guess, is that you go down with a sinking ship, but I've been in 100 different 1,000 different DeFi projects, and the ones that go down are the ones that don't build and they don't care and they take the easy way out and they rug their community and they don't do AMAs, they don't communicate, they're not the best team in DeFi. I mean, again, and not to toot our own horn, but nobody is as transparent and runs this project as a business like EMP does. And again, that extends to our partners as well. Growth, Kirk. I mean, everybody that we officially partner with, they share that same drive and determination. And so again, if you get, if you don't like us having other projects on here that are literally building every day to support EMP, then I don't know what to tell you. But the as LA said, that peg recovery is imminent, and
Mm-hmm.
we will see it happen, and it'll be just like the bear market, where you can never call the bottom. So you'll see peg just start going up one day, and the people that say, well, man, I sold the bottom, they're the ones that are going to be really in a sad place. Especially with knowing, everything that we have in the pipeline. And by all means, I'm not, it's not a call to invest. If you're not happy here at EMP, by all means, you're the one pushing the buttons. We're not pushing the buttons for you, but with everything that we have coming, it's just a no-brainer that you wouldn't want to try to stick it out, and let us deliver on everything that we said we would. So yeah, all right, sorry, a little bit of a rant there as well, but
We
well,
love
yeah.
your. Okay.
Thanks, LA. Totally. So, all right. Was that it? Any other last questions? I know we're gonna give an update on the EMP ETH LP farm with
Yes.
Magic. Can you go over that real fast,
Yep.
LA? Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So on the Growth DeFi website, you know that they had the EMP ETH LP farm that's linked to the Magic farms. And so after the migration, they've now created new ones. And so you have to withdraw from the old ones, which are in the finished section, and put your LPs into the new ones. And because not many people have done that yet, the APRs are pretty insane. So you're going to want to do that sooner rather than later so you can take advantage of that.
Perfect. All right. Awesome. And one more thing too, I know, and again, I love all of you. Again, I don't want it to come across as me being, frustrated or a dick or whatever else. But to clarify a little bit more on what I was just discussing, we are looking at a lot of short-term issues that we are planning for. So I know, one impression or one comment from one of our, again, loyal supporters, is that, yeah, they understand what we're chatting about, but the idea is, how do we discourage people from selling EMP? And, you know, we do have some short-term things that are coming. Again, for those of you that have been on this long, there's always some Easter eggs that I like to drop. You're gonna want to have some liquid Eshare for something that's coming, and so and this is within our protocol, not a partner protocol or anything else. So again, those of you that have not been dumping and building positions in up EMP or nodes or ways that will actually reward you in either EMP or EMP ETH LP, there will be a very awesome opportunity for you as we build towards fusion. So again, read between the lines, not financial advice, but we have a lot coming in the next weeks and months that really, are a foolproof plan to try to recover, and I say recover, but really it's just about correcting their course. So everything else is still extremely healthy, other than PEG. So, all right,
And
yeah, go ahead, Ellen.
did you mean EMP or eShare?
Well, both actually. Good point, LA. So again, I meant EMP, but I don't want to leave Eshare out as well. I mean, we have again an amazing utility in Eshare in Fusion. So Eshare, if you thought Eshare was important for the boardroom and how the system works right now, wait until you hear what Eshare will do in Fusion. again, we could see, the demand on Eshare being extremely high. So again, not financial advice. I'm not trying to FOMO everybody in, but what if you only knew, half or a tenth of what is coming, you would be as bullish and excited and as excited as I am. So yeah, great point, LA.
That makes two of us.
Awesome. All right, killer. So, all right, one last thing. I feel my voice starting to go as well. So maybe help me wrap it up, LA. The L1X whitelist submission. So, again, not to be confused with Level X. That is our sister project with Growth DeFi. Layer 1X, Layer 1, not level. Again, Layer 1. That is a Layer 1 blockchain startup that one of our very own members, Machu, is big supporter of, part of the team now, and we're really bullish on this as well. I think it could be one of the most incredible opportunities of our lifetime. And I don't say that lightly. I think that anytime you're a part of an actual blockchain being launched, that is revolutionary in terms of tech. Again, I've said it many times. Unless somebody's building on your blockchain or you have revolutionary tech, a blockchain is a dime a dozen. But these guys are game changers. So a way to, again, bridge all assets without using a bridge, and truly being, an all-encompassing um, blockchain without having to switch your MetaMask RPCs. So go ahead, Ellie. You want to just talk about the
Yep.
whitelist real fast, and we have an update on the minimums too, right?
Yes. And so I got some updated information today. And so I know that some of you have already registered for the whitelist, which is awesome. If you have, you don't have to do anything. But some of you wanted to contribute under 1,000 and you weren't able to originally register for the whitelist. And so what's going to happen is there's going to be two windows. Right now, the whitelist has been edited. So the new minimum is $100. So I'm going to do the new postings of our EMP link, and you're able to fill out the whitelist now. And as long as you're going to be contributing more than $100 or more, you can fill it out. And then when it's time to actually purchase, it'll be done in two windows. First, those who are contributing over 1,000 will have 48 hours, and then there'll be a second window for anyone doing between 100 and 1,000.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, LA. Again, that was a little bit different from the original AMA that we did with Manchu. We apologize for that confusion, but everybody should have an opportunity, at different levels based on their budget. So, and again, it is first come, first serve. So there may be a situation that, things get sold out fast. But EMP has got a front row seat to all of this. So if you're using our link, again, please make sure you sign up with the link that we posted. We do get credit in terms of an affiliate commission on that, and all that will be used to support EMP long term. And again, I mean, we could do 5 AMAs on what we have planned with Layer 1X. So, you're going to be hearing a lot more about that in terms of what we're building with them together, inside and outside of our ecosystem. So do not sleep on L1X. Not financial advice. All right, so and then the very last thing, LA, and then we'll wrap it up. Again, I appreciate all of you staying till the end. I know it was a very long one today, but I want to make sure we go over everything. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as well. That really helps us, continue to get ad revenue and grow our channel. But the last thing is our detonator upgrade. So we've been talking about this a lot. Jake is in the middle of finalizing all of that as we speak. So there will be some upgrades to detonator, and that will help the sustainability of detonator even more. I mean, we've already had different levers and knobs that we can pull to help detonator. But now we're bringing that even to more of an extreme, but in a way that will help everybody. So it will deter those that continue to claim and dump, and reward those that follow the proper strategies of a 5-2 compound or better, so 6-1 or even a 7-0 compound during bear market. So all that will be coming. We'll have an updated white paper. Nothing, majorly fundamentally different. Just some tweaking that will really help with sustainability. And that alone could drive a lot more interest into Detonator. And this will be applied to all the Detonator style contracts. So all of these sustainability upgrades will go into all of the Detonator contracts. So again, if you're in reactor or cultivator or generator, you'll also benefit from this. So we're not ready to give a date yet, but it will be sooner than later. And then once this upgrade is done, we literally have about 5 detonator as a services in the pipeline. So we've had to kind of wait until the sustainability upgrade. But once that's done, it could be, 1 or 2 detonators a week after that. So we're gonna really ramp that up as well. So anything you want to add to that, LA?
No, we've just had some incredibly smart people working on it in the background, and I think it's going to be the answer to what everyone's been asking for.
Totally, and even that, we have a way that it may even play into fusion as well. So this is again a V2 detonator, and then we may even have a V3. So it just shows that we are doing everything we can to continue to make things more smooth and more sustainable and pay better. I mean, that is the goal. There is no ulterior motives. There's no games in terms of what we're doing behind closed doors. We're just literally trying to build the best protocol we possibly can. So. And again, I know all of you that have stayed till the very end, you share that sentiment with all of us. Just help us relay that info to people that may not understand. So, all right, awesome. On that note, I'm going to wrap it up before I lose my voice again. But yeah, another great AMA. Always a pleasure. LA, any final words before we wrap it up? I know Bull didn't make it, but he'll be back again. He's been super busy. We were on our paid course AMA today with Joe. Joe, it was amazing to see you. I got to see Joe's beautiful face today. So yeah, brother, always a pleasure, Joe. Yeah.
Joe, do you want to say?
Yeah, that was cool. You didn't show your face, but that's okay. I
I
already know
know,
what you
I
look like
know.
from
Yeah,
endless
yeah.
AMAs.
What do you say?
But
You show me yours, and I'll show you mine, right? That's what they say. Yeah,
exactly. But no, I appreciate with your busy schedule you coming in there. The people were really excited when you're in there, and you dropped a lot of good tips about your crypto ventures throughout the years, and your business philosophy and your life philosophy. It was all really good to hear. And yeah, drop some alpha in there too, which was awesome. So really excited about everything that's coming.
for sure, brother. No doubt. Everybody got their money's worth today. I hope so. So yeah, it was a pleasure, man. I had to run some errands today, but we made it work. Again, never a dull moment. But I'm never one to not follow through with my commitment. So it was great to meet everybody over there. And again, do a private AMA with all of you. So all right, awesome. Elliot, go ahead. Sorry, was there one more thing you wanted to say? I don't know if I interrupted you.
No, that was totally it. I think you guys take it away.
All right, well, there you go, everybody. Thanks for staying all the way to the end. We will be back again. We may do an impromptu AMA over the next few days in terms of Level X. I know we have a lot of updates with that, but if not, then we will see you on Monday. Again, our new schedule is Mondays and Thursdays at 6:45 p.m. Eastern, where we go over all our AMAs and updates with the EMP protocol. So, all right, everybody, much love to all of you. Good night, good day. We'll see you on Monday.